Hi, I'm Allison Traylor, and I am a PhD candidate in industrial organizational psychology at Rice. I actually got into psychology or psychological research. I wasn't actually a psychology major in undergrad, and I thought that was going to be a huge barrier to going to graduate school for psychology. I remember scouring the internet for examples of people who were in PhD programs in psychology who didn't have undergraduate degrees in psychology. And it was really, really hard to find any. And now that I'm on the other side, I look back and I'm like, oh, that's just because people who aren't psychology majors a lot of times don't have an opportunity to get involved in psychological research or don't necessarily know about all of the subfields of psychology. So I applied, I did a lot of research in the business school at my undergraduate university. So I worked with a lot of professors in organizational behavior and management, which is very similar to industrial organizational psychology. I had an opportunity to volunteer at our professional organization, SIOP, the Society for IO Psychology, at their a conference that they had in the city that I was living in. And I loved everyone who I met. And I felt this is, I feel like these are my people. I feel like these are my people is what I was thinking. And I was like, yeah, it just felt comfortable, and these people were interested in the things that I was interested in, and they were talking in a way that was compelling to me. Their research was exciting. That is why I ended up applying to graduate school in psychology. I study the intersection between teamwork and diversity in organizations. I'm particularly interested in kind of how the experiences that people have working on teams influences how they perceive their career and influences their career outcomes, as well as how kind of demographic diversity in teams influences team outcomes. To give kind of an idea of the type of research that I've done on those things, I'm looking at, for example, how team diversity impacts our ability to coordinate with each other. So do demographic differences make it more difficult for teams to kind of get on the same page about what is going on in the team? There's research that links team demographic diversity to team creativity. So teams that are more diverse tend to be more creative. And kind of thinking about when diversity might result in challenges, figuring out how to kind of overcome or avoid those challenges so that we can harness the positive effects of diversity. And then when I think about how teams impact the experiences of individuals, I think about this a lot in the context of STEM, where we have women or other different demographic groups that are underrepresented in STEM, and thinking about how working in a team can impact their experiences and their desire to stay in STEM. So you think about maybe you have a team, you work on a team project at work or at school, and you feel really like a lot of synergy with the team. You really enjoy working with the team, and it makes you want to stay in STEM. And then kind of on the flip side, what happens when people are working on, or when women or people from other underrepresented groups are working on a team where they really don't gel with the team. The team members are being rude to them. They're leaving them off of emails or having kind of one-off communications without them, and how that might negatively influence their desire to stay in STEM.